everyone, and welcome to School for the Fool. I'm on a little vacation right now. It's after the holidays and my son being on vacation. I needed a little time with him to connect and heal in nature, and I don't believe sometimes we don't always have to go so far. It's nice to plan a really nice vacation and get out, that's great, but I just try to go to the mountains if I can, to the hillsides if I can, go camping if I can, even just book a weekend in a cabin sometimes can be so beneficial. And I really needed this with him. He is still tiny, and it's just nice to be able to be out here. Now, in saying that, this reading is for the Divine Feminine. Now, it's nighttime, the lunar energy, the moon is out. I tried to take a picture for you, but it's nowhere to be found. That lovely, lovely moon I love so much. And then we've got the water energy, because the Divine Feminine is represented by water energy. So we'll have a reading for Divine Masculine energy in separation. So you can watch that, and that will be during the day with fire power, as the Divine Masculine is represented by fire. And right now, this reading is really for if you're in separation. That is the main goal of both of these readings. And then to be able to compare where we're both at. I wanted to do the readings exactly the same, but of course, as always, what I want to do and what Spirit wants me to do when I'm co-creating with the universe is two totally different things. So it's a tiny bit different than the masculine reading, but I'm still want to be able to compare them both. Thank you for joining me here. Let's get started. We're going to actually start with this one. This deck is going to represent the Divine Masculine and where their energy's at, and then we will see where the feminine energy's at while we are in separation. I know separation is very difficult, and these readings, when it just gets too much, it's nice to have a reading and heal, see where we're at. Earth Guardian. The Earth Guardian. Now, as we are in a time of Capricorn energy with the new moon in Capricorn, that is Capricorn energy right off the bat. Just need to have a sip of coffee. So in this deck, the Earth Guardian is the Knight of Pentacles, and he wears an amulet around his neck of Earth Jasper, and he's now getting connected to nature. Also, the amulet protects from spiritual attacks, the darkness, in the darkness. Also, the Earth Guardian has found a job he likes. So this says right off the bat to me, the Divine Masculine energy is really getting connected to nature, having their spiritual awakening, trying to protect themselves while they're doing that, and really getting back out there and getting connected to nature. A lot of them are switching jobs because they're not happy. A lot of this has to do with money. A lot of these old templates are ego driven, and a lot of it has to do with money in karmic relationships. death. Death. So they've had a death and transformation. And it's really a matured energy. They're maturing. They're evolving. They're healing their inner child. They're following the light. And they found strength in the darkness. They have actually evolved there. And it's something to be proud of. It's an achievement. They're going to where they need to be going. Whoever I'm connecting with, whoever I'm resonating with here. Nine of C, which is the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is everything we work so hard for. Like, look, that dog has his fish. I see in this card, like, the Divine Masculine having fun, playing, joking around, like even remembering what that was. So many have been called to duty for so long, been in these duty templates where you're not allowed to have fun. Once you grow up, you can't have fun. You gotta go to work, you gotta make the money, make the bread, right? Come home, and it's all about making sure your children are happy, which is very important. But then we forget about ourselves. And a lot of the masculine energy has been put on the shelf. And it's time for them to reconnect with their inner child and be happy again too. We all get to be happy. Feminines get to be happy, masculines, children, everyone. Excuse me. Now, remember, these are energies. So still we can flip back and forth between the two. We have masculine and female energies within us. But this is for the divine masculine, if that is who you resonate with. And the bottom will be for the divine feminine, if that's who you resonate with. And we all resonate more with one or the other. I have found I am a divine feminine, even though I flip back and forth between the energies. But they're really getting back to connecting with nature, having fun, going fishing, laughing, enjoying themselves. Even like reconnecting with their fathers, right? We have to heal from our past as well. Seven of C. That is the Seven of Cups. I really see in this card, while they are out there having fun, reconnecting to their childhoods, playing, laughing, being in the vibration of the childlike wonder, finding it in the moment, right? Because so many of them have had tower moments, and they're cleansing karma, they're clearing karma. Justice is here. It's that time of year. Pentacles, the new moon in Capricorn, the Pentacles energy here. It's not just about planting your seeds of intention, it's also about clearing your karma and, balancing your scales so you can move forward and grow those seeds of intention with the best soil. Now, with the Seven of C here, I really see now the divine masculine trying to figure out, where does he really want to go? What really makes him feel happy? This is also new. When you have your awakening, you start figuring this out. This is also new. And this is new for them, who I'm connecting with. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Fire. That is the Nine of Wands. we know in the regular tarot, that is the card of the wounded warrior. That's battling, baby. Battling with the fire power. And that's really where they've been at. You know, they still are going. They still have to keep going. And there is a choice that they're going to have to be made, because we've got the Two of Sky here, okay? That is the Two of Swords. And I love it in this deck. Of course, there will be a close-up of all these cards at the end, but I love it at the deck. We've got the Two of Sky. The Divine Masculine has to make a choice. He has to. And if it is a karmic relationship, if it is, there's more than one person, one more extra person in the relationship, right? Because that's part of the template too. We have to understand that their past relationships make them who they are. They're part of them, as ours make them part of us. But there has to be a choice made, right? That is part of the divine blueprint of the masculine and energies coming together. The fire and the water. Okay? The fire and the water. And so that's going to have to come to an end. That's really going to have to come to an end. A choice is going to be made. Because we've got the Sky Alpha male here now, right? And that is the King of Swords. Completely dominating, telling your truth, and in control of your emotions, and understanding what the flip is going on and how you're getting there. And with the High Priestess here, it all happens with the feminine energy connecting to the feminine energy in the darkness. Right? Now, let's see, as we are in separation here, how the energies are now connecting. What's going on between the two? Got this beautiful Tarot de Nœud for the feminine energy. All right. Nine of Swords. And that's mirroring Earth Guardian, right? Now, Nine of Swords, that would make complete sense. Divine Feminine's worried. Worried if this is all going to come together. Worried if this has all been for nothing. Worried if she's doing it right. Worried about, is this really going to go anywhere? Has this all been for nothing? Is he okay? It's hard being in separation, but we really have to release that codependent template. That is part of our jobs here as Divine Feminines, is breaking that codependency and knowing and trusting and having faith and understanding that if we're connected, we are connected. If we are one, we are one, and what is meant for us will never pass us by. We have to continue to be us. We have to continue to do the work. There is not this push and pull and battling. It's a flow. It's a dance. And we have to learn how to dance with our Divine Masculine. And they have to learn to dance with us. And we have to heal to get there. Then, mirroring death here, we have the Three of Wands. Okay. Now, the Three of Wands is actively manifesting after getting control of the dark and the light. And in this card, it's the ego. The ego has been tempered. Spirit is now leading the way, right? Higher self has been integrated. The light has been integrated. the divine feminine energy's torch is lit, her spark's lit, and now she can actively manifest. And really, they're both working, both energies are working in their own ways, just differently, but very similar, as you can see in these cards. The energies are very similar. We're learning how to each master ourselves in different ways after transformations. They've had a death and transformation, and the feminine energy is restored balance, restored, masculine energy if that's what needed to be there, or feminine energy to balance out the yin and yang to be able to manifest. And then mirroring the Nine of C here, the Nine of Cups, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Now that is everything, right? Wishes coming true. Now the feminine energy, she is going to unlock her abundance, achieve the happy home life she's always wanted. But this is time spent. This is time spent, right? Grounded energy. It's invested. It's disciplined. It is methodical. Right? So they're starting off with a methodical energy, and now in the middle here, we're going now a little bit more methodical. We're planning things out a little bit more. And that's really important. We can't just always go with the flow, go off the whim sometimes. As feminine energy loves going in the flow, sometimes we have to stop, think, and plan things out a little bit more point A to point B. Now, mirroring the Seven of C, we have Judgment. Now here we're talking about karma. This is what I mean. There's a choice that has to be made. You can't run from karma. It's universal law. And as twin flames, you must clear your karma. You have to do that so that you can have union. Union within, with integration of higher self, and then union with your divine counterpart. If when you're doing the work, when your time is right, as it's all about divine timing, and everyone's journey and path is going to be unique. Energy, bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Wow. Feminine energy, the torch is literally lit, as we're just talking about here with the Three of Wands. And in this deck, she's got a key. She's got a key right here in the middle of her chest. There's a message here. There's a message here. There's clearly a message here. Let's get the message. Why can't I find everything but wands? There we go. Inspiration guides you. You hold the key that can unlock everything. Go for it. You have a project in mind, and I'm here to encourage you to get it done enthusiastically. Don't waste time on planning. Just do it. Trust your instinct. All big bangs start in the dark. The forest behind me is not to be feared. It is a new territory of potentials and ideas that can be conquered Your breakthrough moment is now. Your time has come to use your skills and talents properly. Plant the seeds and make them grow. Like a spider, weave your web. The red flower in my hair shows the red passion you have to demonstrate right now. Spark of creation, energy, inspiration, ideas, and a project to devote to. This is it. Divine Feminine is stepping into purpose. She is found her mission. This is part of the path, and this is so exciting because that is part of the path. That is part of union. It's part of the journey, and it's beautiful, and it's scary, but it feels great. And I love facing fears. Facing fears makes you feel alive, and it makes you feel stronger. So there's nothing to worry about. This worry too here with this Eight of Swords. We've got this Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords. Like, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing. We have the key. We have the key as Divine Feminines, and the key is stepping into mission, stepping into our purpose. Now that we have worked on integration of higher self, this is beautiful. And the more that we step into our purpose, the more we raise our vibration, and the more that it will help our counterpart raise their vibration, so that we can become to get into alignment, which what this is all about, becoming into alignment, changing the vibration of the earth, healing ourselves. It's beautiful. Now, let's see how what's being activated between the two energies as we are connected. See what's being activated. And I am trying to not vary too much from the cards I'll be using for both readings, so you can go ahead and compare if you watch both of them. But let's see what's being activated. Number 10, Neptune, sacrifice. There's a sacrifice. And I really have a feeling it has to do with karma. Finishing up here with karma. Finishing up here with old templates. I've really been channeling that for a moment or two here, and we know we gotta finish doing a couple things here always, and to continue to work on ourselves. The whole idea of compassion is based on a keen awareness of the interdependence of all these living beings, which are part of one another and are all involved in one another. You are being directed into an area which may feel like it is unknowable. Surrendering to the mystery may work best now. Although nebulous, hazy, and indirect, the energy of Neptune is one of the easiest to see. Where Neptune is placed in the chart is where we are most inspired, but also an area where we deceive ourselves. It is the place of mishaps, bringing on undercurrents of strangeness. For so many, Neptune is the source of many troubles, since this card indicates escapism as well as beauty. Dreams, film, art, disappointment, and reverie all fall under the rulership of Neptune. Refusing to look at what's real, or simply being unable to, as well as seeing enemies as friends and vice versa, are all traits brought on by this watery planet. This is a time where watery planet. This is a time where we may try to manipulate with their crisis and rescue cycles, exhausting friends and family with their many problems. There may be a lack of boundaries and confusion where some may orchestrate their victimhood. Be very certain that the victim is not you. Neptune is the place of beauty. and which is ethereal and not so easily reached. Neptune is inspired visions coupled with nebulous. This card also symbolizes poetry, music, art, psychic mediumship. So really, we're connected, right? We're connected. We are becoming more connected to our gifts and becoming more psychic, becoming more aware of who we really are, mastering ourselves, as we discussed, right? This card is beautiful. This card says so many things. It really says we still have to finish closing out these old templates. It's not just going to wash away like this beautiful water over here, right? It's water energy. We have to face everything if we really want to jump on what it is here we're trying to create. We really need to get serious with ourselves and look at our lives and look at what's really going on here and really say, okay, here's this old template. That's where I've been. Here's where I'm going, and I really need to do the work in between to get there. And let's make 29 an incredible 2019. Let's make 29. Let's make 2019 an incredible year. The year of the twin flame union. Love it. Okay, now let's get an oracle to see what the universe has to say here. That's it. We're getting to movement into balance. And retreat. What's called to get two popped up, so we're getting two. One is for each energies. So we know that the feminine energy has restored balance, okay? Now, this would mean that the masculine energy is now going to work on restoring balance, okay? That is now what they're going to do because we're mirroring each other. Now, we've done the work. We've raised our vibration. Now they're going to do the work and they're going to raise their vibration. The female energy is the head of the masculine right now because the female energy creates in the void. It's not one energy being better than the other. It's one energy does one thing, one energy does another, and knowing when to switch between both and apply. Now, for the feminine, it's retreat. And that's what the universe has to say. Retreat. Now let's read them. What the frick? The book's right in my hand. Woo. Yes. I need the sun energy to wake me up. I do. Okay. Movement into balance. The sun balances the moon just as the earth, the water, and the sky remain in precious balance. So you are moving from unbalanced ideas and lifestyles into a more balanced way of being. A situation may call for some tweaking to adjust it into a balanced mode. Look at the energy and emotions you are putting out into the universe, your world, your relationships, or goals. Balance that with the energy you are allowing yourself to receive. The body inherently tries to maintain a state of balance. So do our souls. If you are not receiving enough, you may be unconsciously giving more to restore a perceived balanced state. Step out of that automatic response and listen to your guides and your soul for what this situation truly warrants. So that's why you're in separation. We're in separation, right? Like, I'm in separation too. This reading is just as much for me. They have to do this, and they have to figure out themselves, and that's why we have to let them go. We have to let each other go with love and compassion, to understand that we all have to find our place in the world. Nobody owes anyone their happiness. We have to do this for ourselves, and this is our birthright. And you don't own people, as people don't own you. You have to really treat people the way you want to be treated, and really treat them that way. And remember that when you're building your template, when you're weaving your web. Now, for the feminine energy. Retreat. As I'm on my little retreat right now. I love this. This is a good time to retreat into your safe place, a quiet time to gather your resources for what's to come. Work on making your body, mind, and soul as strong and unencumbered as possible. This is the card that urges you to get your ducks in a row for the changes that lay ahead. Changes that sometimes come fast and furious. Even when they are longed for, it can take us unprepared. By drawing this card, you are advised to prepare for some changes coming your way soon. Alternately, take this time to process the changes that you have recently gone through. Alright guys, that says everything. I don't know what that says to you, but that says everything to me, right? As the Divine Feminine, be proud of your accomplishments. Be proud of the fact that you restored balance. You achieved this. And now you're on to the next thing. And it's time to get prepared. It's time to get your ducks in a row. Step into mission. Step into purpose. Step into your divine feminine essence. That goddess power. And honestly, do you. Build the life you want to see, so that when your divine masculine comes home, it's go time, baby. It's go time with that Ace of Wands. With that passion. Alright? If that's what it is you're looking for, if that's what it is you're after. That's what I'm after. Now, we need to rest too. We need to rest. We have to rest to gain the momentum too. Because when the universe delivers, it's going to be out of the blue. Don't just sit there and procrastinate, because that's lower vibration. Lower vibration. No. Get your things done. Stay in movement. Stay in flow. Stay in balance. Don't go backwards. Remember what you've learned. Continue to grow. Continue to branch off. Your tree of life. What does that look like? I want to thank you so much for joining me here today at School for the Fool. This reading has been a blessing. I'm going to get my ducks in a row. Please feel free to join me for the masculine side of things with the fire power and the sun energy. And thank you for joining me out here on my little retreat into the countryside. You all take care and enjoy until the next time at School for the Fool.